Welcome to Marafic Integrated Water and Power Plant, one of the world's largest power and desalination plant, located in Al Jubail Industrial City of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Jubail provides the operation and maintenance services to operate and maintain Marafic. Our dedicated staff operates and maintains the plant in a safe and reliable manner to achieve world-class availability standards. Your safety is our top priority. This video will provide essential information to ensure a safe working environment for everyone. Please pay close attention to the safety guidelines in this video. We wish you a pleasant stay. Marafic, IWPP, is a joint desalination and power generation facility. Marafic started full operations in the summer of 2010. The cogeneration plant consists of a total installed export capacity of 2,743 megawatts electrical power and 800,000 cubic meters per day of water. There are 4 power blocks, 3 blocks each comprising 3 gas turbines and 1 back-pressure steam turbine, and 1 block comprising 3 gas turbines and 1 condensing steam turbine. The desalination plant utilizes multiple effect distillation, MED technology, consisting of 27 MED units distributed across 3 water blocks to process seawater. Our commitment to health, safety, and the environment is unwavering. Everyone plays a crucial role in creating a safe and sustainable workplace. Our top priority is your safety and well-being, as well as protecting our environment. This site operates under strict health, safety, and environmental policies. We expect all employees, contractors, and visitors to adhere to these guidelines at all times. By working together, we can create a safe and sustainable workplace. Your commitment to safety, health, and the environment is essential. Jubail is certified to ISO 45001:2018 for occupational health and safety management systems, and ISO 14001:2015 for environmental management systems. Our commitment to safety is resolute and uncompromising. Every day, we strive to create a workplace where everyone returns home safely. To achieve this, Jubail has implemented 5 essential safety measures under the ENGIE No Life at Risk program. These are the cornerstones of our safety culture. First, we have life-saving rules. These are not simply guidelines. They are non-negotiable. Remember, every rule is in place to protect you and your colleagues. We have 9 life-saving rules, 5 do's and 4 don'ts. Following these rules could save your life. Let's start with the do's. Do 1. Be hooked up. Clip on your harness when working at height. Do 2. Step aside. Stay out of the path of moving vehicles, plant, and equipment. Do 3. Check. Verify that there is no live energy, mechanical, chemical, electrical, fluids under pressure, etc. before starting work. Do 4. Make sure. Only enter a trench or excavation if the appropriate wall supports are in place. Do 5. Control. Test that the atmosphere is safe before entering a confined space and monitor it as you work. Now, the don'ts. Don't 1. Halt. Do not perform hot work until the fire or explosion risks have been eliminated. Don't 2. Avoid. Do not walk or stand under a load. Don't 3. Ban. Do not work under the influence of alcohol or drugs, including driving. Don't 4. Stop. Do not manipulate your phone or any other communication device while driving. These rules are simple, yet crucial. They are the difference between life and death. Remember, every day you come to work, you're taking a risk. Protect yourself, protect your colleagues. Follow the life-saving rules. Secondly, we practice last-minute risk assessment. Before every task, take a moment to assess the potential hazards. Identify risks and control them before starting the work, as there may be new risks as well. Our third safety essential is stop the work. If you ever feel unsafe, or if you see something unsafe, you have the right and the responsibility to stop work immediately. Your safety and the safety of others is priority. Shared vigilance is our fourth essential. We all have a role in safety. Ensure that you are vigilant for your own safety and for everyone's safety. Finally, reporting events and incidents is crucial. Every incident, no matter how small, is a learning opportunity. By reporting incidents, we can identify potential hazards and prevent future accidents. By following these 5 safety essentials, we can create a culture where everyone goes home safe every day. Remember, safety is everyone's responsibility. Let's work together to make it happen. All contractors and visitors must report to security upon arrival at the main entrance gate. Security staff will then ask for your identification card to verify your entry gate pass status in the system. Safety induction is mandatory and valid for 6 months. If your induction has expired, you will be required to attend the induction again before gaining entry. Once the security has done the necessary inspections, you have finished the safety induction, and security has granted to you access. You can now proceed to the plant with your vehicle if permitted to do so. Visitors on foot will be directed to the waiting area. They will be picked up by our company vehicle and dropped off in the administration building. Please take note that mobile phones or any devices of similar nature are not allowed on site unless you are authorized and have a separate pass for carrying it. Photography of any nature is prohibited unless authorized. This includes the taking of photos on mobile phones. The use or possession of alcohol, drugs, or controlled substances on site is prohibited. Any person found to be in breach of the drug and alcohol policy may face disciplinary action or removal from site. Smoking is strictly prohibited except in designated area. Sleeping is not permitted in process areas during breaks. Food should only be consumed in the Jomel canteen and should not be consumed anywhere inside plant premises. To prevent loss and maintain security, all materials, tools, and equipment must be properly documented and authorized before leaving the plant. An exit pass is required for all outgoing items. Behave properly and responsibly in a safe manner at all times, and not conduct acts such as fooling, horseplay, or practical jokes. All altercation, fighting incidents need to be reported to the HSSE manager. If you see anything that could be considered as security risk, report it immediately. All employees, contractors, and visitors must wear personal protective equipment, PPE, that meets our site's minimum standards. Mandatory PPE on site includes helmet, clear safety glasses or goggles, safety shoes, long-sleeved shirt and full-length trousers, or a coverall with reflective stripes, high-visibility vest. If your uniform or coverall does not have reflective stripes, wear a reflective high-vis vest. Direct hire personnel and permanent contractors must wear their company uniform or a suitable coverall. Additional PPEs are mandatory to wear according to the following conditions, based on identified work hazards, as indicated by safety signs, as specified in the Permit to Work document or risk assessment, noise and hearing protection. Excessive noise can cause permanent hearing damage, including tinnitus. We regularly assess noise levels. Hearing protection is mandatory in noisy areas. Always follow signage and instructions regarding hearing protection. Safety signs are visual communication tools designed to alert you to potential hazards in the workplace. And understanding the visual language of safety signs is crucial to prevent accidents and injuries. They come in various shapes, colors, and symbols, each with a specific meaning. Read and understand the safety signs and comply with the instruction at all times. Please note that certain plant areas are designated as restricted zones and are clearly marked with barricades. These barricades are in place for your safety. Under no circumstances should you cross any barricades unless you are authorized. We use red-white warning chains or physical barriers to indicate restricted areas. Please be aware that warning tape is prohibited on our site. We prioritize the use of plastic chains or hard barriers for maximum visibility and protection. When driving within the plant, strictly adhere to Jomel's traffic control rules. Drivers must possess a valid driving license and Jomel authorized card. Observe all posted speed limits: 20 kilometers per hour maximum for light vehicles and 5 kilometers per hour for heavy equipment like trailers, lifting equipment, and vehicles carrying hazardous materials. Heavy vehicles must always be accompanied by a trained flagman. Always wear your seatbelt and ensure your vehicle is roadworthy and in safe operating condition. Pay close attention to traffic signs throughout the site. Remember, tricycles, forklifts, cranes, and trucks have priority over other vehicles. Please be mindful of pedestrians and use designated pedestrian crossings. Park only in designated areas and always reverse park. Violations of traffic safety rules may result in denial of plant access for you and your vehicle. Your cooperation in following these rules is essential for a safe working environment. Only trained, competent, and authorized personnel are permitted to operate any machinery, vehicles, lifting appliances, or special power tools. Specifically, individuals operating heavy mobile equipment such as cranes, boom trucks, forklifts, man lifts, and excavators must hold a valid driving license issued by the KSA Traffic Division. Additionally, they must possess a certification from a third-party inspectorate recognized by the KSA government. These requirements are essential to ensure your safety and the safety of others on site. Before commencing any non-operational work, a valid permit to work, PTW, must be obtained. This is a formal authorization document that outlines the safe system of work. There are different types of permits, and each has specific requirements. The correct permit must be obtained based on the nature of the work. A competent person must conduct a risk assessment before applying for a PTW. The assessment identifies potential hazards and controls to mitigate risks. The risk assessment, method of statement, and other relevant documents must be submitted for review and approval. A last-minute risk assessment or Take 5 form must be completed before starting work to identify any new hazards. Additionally, verify the absence of energy by checking isolation and other verification methods. All identified hazards and risks must be communicated to all personnel involved in the work through a toolbox talk before starting the job. All necessary safety precautions must be taken and their effectiveness verified. Depending on the specific work, additional safety measures may be required. These will be outlined in the permit and risk assessment. If you have any doubts or questions, seek clarification from the operations team or HSE section. Housekeeping. Keep your workspace neat, clean, and tidy at all times. Before, during, and after your shift, ensure your area is free from hazards. All walkways and access points must be clear to prevent slips, trips, and falls. Emergency equipment must be easily accessible and unobstructed. Properly classify and dispose of all waste in designated bins. All tools and equipment, including hand tools, lifting tackles, ladders, scaffolding, power tools, etc., must be in safe working condition. They must always comply with Jomel's safety standards. Before using any equipment, it must be inspected and found to be safe, and inspection records must be maintained. Our chemical handling and storage areas are restricted zones. Unauthorized entry is strictly prohibited. All chemicals, regardless of their appearance, must be handled with extreme care, as they are potentially hazardous. Safety data sheets, SDS, are essential documents accompanying every chemical. They provide crucial information on safe handling, transportation, storage, and use. Always follow the guidelines outlined in the SDS provided by the manufacturer or supplier. For your safety and the safety of others, it is strictly prohibited to use mobile phones or any non-intrinsically safe equipment in gas zones and restricted areas. Please ensure these devices are powered off and securely stored before entering these zones. Our site operates in an environment with several significant hazards. It's essential that we all work together to prevent accidents. Some of the major risks include confined spaces. Entering tanks, boilers, pits, and other confined areas can be dangerous without proper precautions. High pressure and high temperature steam. Contact with high pressure or high temperature steam can cause severe burns. High pressure fuels, natural gas and diesel. These highly flammable and explosive substances pose a significant fire and explosion risk. Electricity. Both high and low voltage electricity can cause electrocution. Working at heights. Falls from height can result in serious injury or death. Rotating machinery. Entanglement or contact with moving parts can cause severe injuries. Hot pipes and equipment. Burns are a significant risk when working near hot pipes and equipment. Hazardous chemicals. Improper handling of hazardous chemicals can cause harm. Working near the sea presents unique challenges, including the risk of drowning. Understanding these hazards is crucial to staying safe. All incidents at work must be reported immediately to the Operations Senior Shift Engineer or the Central Control Room (CCR). Emergency contact information to reach the CCR directly. Use the Jomel telephone or red color telephone booth and dial 234. Or dial 5 on the yellow-colored public announcement system. Or use the mobile number 0555260725. When reporting an emergency or incident, clearly state, "This is an emergency." Briefly describe the incident and report any injuries. Describe the exact location of the incident. Provide your name and badge number. Stay on the line until further instructed. If you discover a fire, do the following. Activate the nearest alarm by pushing the red call point. Notify others in the area where possible. Evacuate the building via the nearest emergency exit and go to the nearest assembly area. A number of fire extinguishers are provided throughout the facility. Only tackle a fire if you are trained to do so and if it is safe to do so. Remember, prompt and accurate reporting is crucial for ensuring safety and managing emergencies or incidents effectively. In case of an emergency, such as a fire or gas release, the control room staff will sound the evacuation alarm. When you hear the evacuation alarm, immediately stop what you are doing and evacuate the building or workplace using the nearest and safest emergency exit or route. If a gas release alarm sounds, determine the wind direction by checking the wind socks. Avoid walking in the same or opposite direction as the wind. Instead, move perpendicular to the wind direction. Proceed to the designated assembly point closest to your location. There are 3 assembly points on site. Assembly Point 1, Main Gate. Assembly Point 2, near the Admin Building. Assembly Point 3, Seawater Intake Area. Assemble at the designated assembly point and participate in the head count. Remain at this location until instructed otherwise by the Emergency Response Coordinator or the all-clear alarm sounds. Please be aware that all permits are automatically canceled during an emergency. You must obtain a new permit to resume work after the situation is resolved. A test of the emergency alarm will be conducted every Monday at 11 a.m. You will hear a pre-announcement over the public address system. No action is required during the test. Emergency drills will be conducted throughout the year. Your participation is mandatory when on site. Industrial control systems are vital for safe and efficient operations. However, as more IT components are integrated, cyber risks increase. You are the first line of defense. Always follow local procedures. Never open racks, use devices, or connect external equipment without authorization. If authorized, scan your devices for viruses before connecting. Never connect ICS to the internet or other networks, especially with smartphones or personal laptops. Don't share passwords or confidential data without approval. Never modify systems without permission. Always lock computers, doors, and cabinets when leaving your workplace. Report any changes and return borrowed items after work. Ignoring these rules may lead to site dismissal. For any doubts, ask your local contact. Remember, in industrial cybersecurity, you are the first line of defense. We have now come to the end of this safety induction video. Please remember to take into account the safety rules outlined in this video. As Jomel, we are proud to serve the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and we hope you will take this message also with you when you leave our plant. Safety is everyone's responsibility. By working together, we can create a safe and healthy work environment. Thank you for your attention today.